I posted a video about this earlier today, but we're going to dive a little bit deeper. So Skybound Entertainment has announced a crowdfunding campaign to develop a game set in the Invincible universe. Now, IGN broke this article, and it was some interesting news. To go over some quick nitty-gritty of the details. First off, the crowdfunding project just launched today. That is April the 15th. By the way, if you haven't done your taxes, do your taxes. If you didn't file for an extension, they're definitely due. But they launched this crowdfunding campaign today. We're thrilled to launch this regulation crowdfunding campaign project on Republic, inviting fans to join us on this new expansion and venture. At Skybound, we prioritize fostering meaningful connections with our audience, and this initiative allows fans to not only immerse themselves in the world of Invincible, but to directly contribute to its expansion. Y'all, they have raised almost $500,000 at the time that this article dropped at 11:35 a.m. Campaign launched today, had a goal of 50 grand, and now has over 450,000 currently raised. And the campaign is scheduled to not conclude until April 30th. It's insanity. Yo, Braylon, what do you do, man? Oh, good. I'm good. The vibes are good. We got a lot of cool news dropping today, so we're gonna dive right in. First off, Invincible's looking to get a new video game, and I talked about this a little bit already over on TikTok, but it's apparently developed by an internal 30-person studio, including vets from Activision, EA, and Epic Games. It's apparently not the first Invincible video game. Could have fooled me. This is off the back of the success of season 2. I know that for some people, season 2 did kind of like on top of the mid-season break. The second half of the season just didn't have as much steam. So that didn't help, but it still got rave reviews. We know that season 3 is in the works, so this makes sense to be pushing for that. My question for people is, what type of Invincible game do you want to see? Are we wanting to see Invincible feels like something that they would probably go open world, but say they didn't, would you want to see a linear Invincible game? I'm thinking, because I read something, I can't find it now. I read something that it will, stay true to the show, like as far as pretty adult and I guess violent would be the word. But would you want to see, I'm thinking it would be something akin to a God of War style. I'm expecting like a single player experience as well. I know that it's possible that maybe, I don't want to say they go a multiplayer route, but I do wonder, does an Invincible game mean you are playing as just Invincible, or will it be opportunity to play as different characters like Adam Eve or Rexplode, Monster Girl, things like that? And if so, then is that like, do they go like a Marvel Ultimate Alliance or Midnight Suns route? Is it going to be multiplayer? If that's the case, if you start having multiple characters playable, or could you just be different characters in the universe? I'd be curious to see. If it was one that followed us playing Mark Grayson, I'd want to see something akin to like a God of War style, and obviously open world because we can fly. Braylon, you said, how old is your son? I actually don't have a son. I have a daughter. She is 19 months, almost 20 months. That two is coming up quickly. By the way, if anybody is new over on the TikTok, be sure to hit the link in my bio. Hit me over on IG. Road to 2K. We trying to get up to 2K. Appreciate it. No, thought you had a son. Nope. One day. I hope. I could end up like my grandfather. I've told people a couple of times, my grandfather, the saint that he was, him, 5 women, 1 bathroom, because he had all girls, and then my grandmother, his wife. So we can only hope that I'll be fortunate enough to land 1 boy. We'll see. Back to Invincible though. So that was the news for the game. On the heels of that, the campaign page might have had a fumble. That's a very loose might. Shortly after, it was reported Invincible would be renewed for not only a season 4, but also a season 5. I don't know why I put up 1, 2. I should have said 4, 5. But this was from the actual crowdfunding page. And they said it was over 450,000, but I guess not. But it was in this right here where they're saying it's supposed to be a AAA game studio, 30 plus employees. Some of them have worked on Invincible games before. They got seed funding. That's crazy. In the past, I guess. But it was previously removed. It was updated. There was a section, and this is crazy that they got the screenshot before it was gone. There was a section that said season 3 in production, renewed for season 4 and 5. Currently, it's unknown if this was an error or revealed prematurely. I do get that if it was accident, I don't think they would have used the term renewed if this wasn't true, if that makes sense. I think they would have said, like, I don't know, expecting season 4 and 5 or seeking season 4 and 5. I don't think they would have used the term renewed if it wasn't the case that this show is definitely coming back for multiple seasons. Girl Dad Life Though fan, buckle up. Yeah, man, she's a trip. She's an absolute trip, dude. Don't get me started. But yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, it makes sense. Season 3, it sounds like we're going the route. I haven't read the comics or anything, but I've obviously seen people post things online during season 2. And what's it called? I know that we're getting closer to Mark kind of finding himself and how to kind of balance his power and really using it, while also still maintaining like his humanity. So I'm curious. We probably won't get season 3 until next year at the earliest. So season 4 and 5, I mean, we're talking close to 2030, dude. I'm gonna be old. Maybe I'll be sitting here streaming in front of y'all still. We'll see. This says Skybound's Invincible game a step closer to Superman Returns. I'm curious on what thoughts are on this. Oh, this is just like a consolidation. The announcement could pave the way for a long-awaited Superman game. Fans argue that Invincible, a lesser-known comic book character, can have a successful game. There's no reason a Superman game can't be made. Some see Invincible game as the closest they'll get to a new Superman game. A first-genuinely good Superman game without featuring Superman. We've been waiting for a AAA Superman game. Many hope the success it just keeps repeating itself. If this does it, maybe WC will see the potential in Superman game. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. People have been asking for another Superman game. I actually played Superman Returns like quite a bit. It was one of those games my brother and I had. This was the time, I don't think a lot of people understand. There was a time where like licensed games were like the wave. Like you used to have like the X-Men movies licensed as a game. You used to have Superman movies licensed as a game. TV shows randomly from different. It was crazy. People were not stingy with their licenses like they are nowadays. I feel like one of the things that got lost and like why Disney Plus can be such an issue and Netflix can be such an issue is that everyone, not Netflix, Disney Plus and like Paramount Plus and all these different ones, is that everybody was like, instead of licensing this to like Netflix and Hulu, because then Disney eventually bought Hulu and that probably became part of the problem too. They were just like, what if we just have our own streaming services? And I wish we could get back to that state where like it was enough money to just let someone pay for some licensing, and then just get your cut that way. But that's just me. I miss the licensing game. I think we were all better for it.